This video is kindly sponsored by Squarespace. Hello everyone, I have arrived in Barcelona and I'm here for 6 days, 3 days on my own, 3 days with some friends, and then I'm going to Malaga for the premiere of the Andalusia documentary that we filmed in December.
My name is Michael Shudley, I live in England, and that's why I'm practicing the process.
So the energy of the places is really nice. Just arrived in Barcelona, I've got the MP. I'm on the way to a coffee shop, Nomad Coffee specifically, because I asked for recommendations and everyone said Nomad Coffee, so that's where I'm going now. I've got no other plans other than to explore a little bit. The last time I came to Barcelona was 7 years ago, and that was with a skateboard, so being here with a camera and taking photos is going to be a little bit different. But I do love this city, so I'm excited to explore a little bit, have some coffee, and yeah, take it all in, I suppose. I really like this spot with these two lampposts either side of the tree in the middle. It's a really clean composition. And I just played around with the light that's cutting through here, and I just got a shot on the MP, but I think I'm going to keep playing with this composition on the M11 and catch a few frames and see what it looks like. It's a very pleasing situation right here, so let's see what we can do. So I think the skaters will appreciate this next point. I don't know about you, but in street photography you kind of need spider senses to tingle whenever you see a bit of light, some colour, some shape, a nice composition. I call them triggers. You get triggered by things that get your attention, essentially. Well, right here is a very famous skateboard spot. As a skater and a BMXer growing up, you have spider senses for skate spots. And I can't think of a trick that's been done down this that everyone's gonna know. Loads have been done down this spot, but yeah, your skate spider senses never really go away, they just change. And I don't have a skateboard and I don't have a BMX with me, but this looks fun. Okay, let's do a quick gear overhaul, everything I brought with me for 6 days, that's 5 days in Barcelona and 3 days in Malaga. Mainly shooting on the M11, but also I'm test driving the MP, if you watched my previous video. Most of that is gold, and then there are 2 rolls of Colour Plus. I've also brought this Thypoc 28mm because I've got the Summilux 35 on the M11, Summicron 35 on the MP. I thought, let's switch it up. Let's go wild with a 28. I could actually probably just live on 2 35s or even 2 28s. I'm not really too bothered, but this Leica MP is on loan from Leica, and they also attached the Summicron to it as well, so I'll probably just leave that on there. Very nice. And then I'm recording this on my phone right now, but I'm using the little DJI Pocket 3 for all my video stuff, which is fantastic so far. Literally goes in my pocket, very easy to use, quality is very good. And that's pretty much it. Just over a week in Spain, that's everything I've got. I don't know at the pace at which I'm going to be shooting the rolls of film. Probably a roll a day, at least, I hope. I don't know, maybe more. And then if anyone cares about what's in my bag, USB-C chargers, power banks, and then the grip and tripod, or battery and tripod for the pocket, passport, wallet, and that kind of thing. That's my gear for 7 or 8 days of street photography. About 11 years ago, I came to this exact spot with these ledges here. My mates were riding BMX, and then we took a photograph where they lined up along here with these buildings in the background. And it's like the second photograph in my camera roll on my phone. I took it on a Canon 70D, I think. Good memories, that, good memories. I never thought I'd be back at this spot, especially still taking photographs. When I was taking photographs in 2013, it was just for the sake of BMX and skate stuff. But little did I know, I would be back here 11 years later, still taking photographs. Something I've noticed when I switch between the MP and the M11. When I've got the MP in my hands, I'm typically just looking at aesthetically nice stuff, just pretty images and nice scenes. I'm not really complicating it because I know it's going to come out on film, and specifically Portrait 400 for this role. I just know it's going to look nice, so I'm just taking photos of things that are nice on the eyeballs. Whereas when I've got my M11 out, I'm trying to take more complex street photographs because I've got more goes at bat, I guess. I'm not settling for, oh, that's a nice image. I'm kind of wanting more and trying to take harder photographs. I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing, but when I'm shooting on the MP, I'm just accepting what is and just documenting kind of thing. So yeah, I didn't think my approach would be different between the MP and the M11. Although the approach is the same, but what I'm looking for is different. I don't know. There's some thoughts for you. Hey guys, voiceover Mike here. I just wanted to take a moment to pay some bills and say thank you to the sponsors, Squarespace. I have been using Squarespace for years to run my online business and host my photography portfolio, and it's always been super easy to design, create, and manage my website. And as of recently, Squarespace have added a new Blueprint AI feature. And here I wanted to show you just how easy it is to set up if I was to create a new website called Coffee and Croissants, which sounds amazing to me. Squarespace and AI will do all the heavy lifting for you so you can have a website ready in literally minutes. Personally, for me, I have just finished creating a brand new Adobe Lightroom preset pack. And of course, I use Squarespace Online Shop to make this happen. So why not at least start a free trial and see what you think? After that, when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Mike Chudley to save 10% on your first purchase of a website or domain. So this morning it's pretty cloudy in Barcelona, which works out in my favour actually, because I spent the morning inside writing this week's focal point email, which is a weekly email that I send out, more personal stuff, behind the scenes stuff. If you're interested in that kind of thing, I'll leave a link in the description. As I film this, the clouds are dispersing and the blue skies are coming my way, which is nice. So it's about 10:30. I haven't had any coffee yet, I haven't eaten, so that's the plan right now. Let's go find another great coffee shop. And a note on that, by the way, the coffee in Barcelona has been outstanding almost everywhere I've been. And bear in mind, I've only taken good recommendations from people from Instagram and people that live here, or people that are recommended places. So I realize I'm getting an unbiased, or I'm getting a biased version of the good coffee shops. I'm just going straight to the best places. Yeah, coffee in Barcelona, on point.
Yo procuro olvidarte, haciendo en el día mil cosas distintas.
So I just had a wonderful interaction with someone after I took their photograph. There's a guy over here making bubbles, like a street performer, and people are playing with the bubbles, children are trying to catch the bubbles, and I'm just trying to catch natural reactions to it. And this lad, just with his boys, hyped himself up and swung for one of the bubbles, and I heard them making a noise, whatever they were doing. I turned around and just pressed the shutter from the hip, and thankfully caught the moment perfectly. Now from a compositional point of view, it's a little bit messy, it's not perfect, the spacing's a little bit off, but I caught this guy's fist right in the middle of the balloon, and I got the photo, and I had to go up to him after and say, hey, look at this, because him and his boys were all laughing and just making a deal out of it. So I showed him the photograph, he loves it, and I'm going to send it to him later on. It just makes it that much better when the person you've taken the photograph of loves it equally as much as you do. And obviously that's a pretty random little moment I just caught there, so yeah, very fun. I'm now heading away from the coast, going north towards Park Güell. I just saw it on Google this morning. I thought, why not? Let me head over there, see what it looks like. It does look a little bit interesting, so I don't know what to expect. And then I'm going to keep going and head into the hills where there's a big cathedral at the top with viewpoints overlooking Barcelona. And I went there 8 years ago with my mates, but not as a photographer, just as a tourist. So it should be cool to go back there with the intention of taking photographs, and hopefully by the time I get there, I've not decided if I'm going to walk it all or just get a taxi there. The light will be a lot better and not as harsh, and I think I'll shoot some stuff on the MP at that point. A little bit more exploring today. Yesterday and the day I arrived, I was kind of just sticking around the places that I knew and walking along the beach, but I think I'm kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of the streets a little bit more today, which is nice. That was the park I was supposed to go to, and it's sold out. I didn't even know there was a ticket for entry, but yeah, that's a no for me. So I'm gonna keep exploring these more quieter streets, I think. It's getting very hilly, which is hard work, especially in the heat. But I think it makes for some nicer photographs instead of being in the hustle and bustle. It's kind of nice to be in a quieter area. I'm back on the MP, as I mentioned from yesterday's clip. Things are looking nicer on the eyeballs around here, so I think it suits film a little bit more. So let's see what we can get. Just a garden full of turtles. I've arrived here at basically the top of Barcelona at the Temple of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, I think it's called. And the journey here, well, I walked halfway and then got a taxi a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you. But the journey of walking around all these remote areas is better, I think, than actually arriving here. I walked around the temple a little bit. I don't think I've really taken any photographs that are memorable. I've taken a couple of snaps here and there, but I feel like I've covered a lot of distance today but actually taken very few images, which I don't mind really in the grand scheme of things. It's been really chill to just explore freely, and I don't know if you can tell but I'm a bit sweaty, so I'm gonna get a taxi back down now and then maybe go to the beach to catch the last little bit of light. But yeah, very peaceful day. I mean, look at this view. Crazy. Yeah, covered a lot of distance, but not taking many photographs, I think. We'll see what comes out on these scans, I don't know. But yeah, I've had fun regardless. I have just arrived at the Airbnb that I'll be staying at for the next couple of days with some friends, non-photography friends, if you can believe it. So I will grab some beers for the fridge for when they arrive. I don't really know what's coming up next because this is going to be a weekend with some regular people, non-photographers. Of course, I will still be taking photographs, but I don't know if I'll be filming anything. So yeah, we'll see.